All right, here we go. So the judge, court's back in session. Uh, this is talking about the friendship ended over a man. So let's get right into it. Let's see what she's talking about.
My friend of 4 years just ended our friendship over a man. I'm gonna tell you the story. So the way it works out is her birthday, their anniversary, Christmas, my
Mhm.
birthday, New Year's. So right around this time of the year, we're chatting a whole bunch. Girl, what you doing? Girl, what you doing? Da, 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 da.
Okay, so are they chatting because they're trying to put together trips? They normally do trips together. What's happening here?
Y'all, so this year, no different. Hit her up. Let me set this up because I need my hands to tell you a story. This is literally what I said. Where did y'all go for y'all anniversary?
Now, why are you asking that? I thought you said y'all was this is normally around the same time y'all do everything. And the first thing you asking is, what y'all do, you and her
Man, you get
business.
old.
Yeah, exactly.
And she goes, "Oh, we just went out to dinner. He got me flowers and some jewelry." And I was like, and she was like, "Don't start, don't start." And now I'm gonna start.
Man,
And
you get
we
old.
all need to start starting.
Yeah, she telling you like she don't want to hear it. Like, so she already warned you. Now, I don't know what's happening. We're great get into it, but seem like, because you said your friendship ended behind a man. So she's telling you about yourself. She's telling you, hold on, I don't want to hear it, but you continue to kind of talk and, you know, give her what you think. But okay.
With our friends who are accepting like low effort shit from the men that they're with. Now let me
Low effort because he took her to dinner. What he supposed to be taking it? I mean, if that's what she want to do, what's the problem here? You know what I mean? And then why are you in her
Man, you
business?
get old.
Yeah, you should worry about your damn self instead of worrying about her and her business. But I guess you probably we gonna see
preface this by saying he's a man of means, okay? I sold this man his
Oh, she know how much he make. Oh. Oh, so she got a standard of what she think that her friend man should be should be given. You counting how much money he got to spend on her and what percentage should go to her because that's your
Man, you get
business.
old.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
third property when I was in real estate. I've seen this place. This man makes well into the mid to high six figures, okay?
Uh-oh. And ladies, and they make over six figures, you got your expectation and he hits the qualifications. Uh-oh, here we go.
And you are the type of person that likes to travel because we bonded over that. We've traveled and taken trips together before. It's just so minimal to me what he does for her every time. A birthday, flower, dinners, a gift. Anniversary, flowers, dinners, gift. Like,
Like maybe that's what she like. Maybe she like just getting like some women are simplified. Not every woman out here trying to get the bag. They in a relationship, married, they might got different things they trying to do. You know what I mean? And she might just be a simple woman, and that's okay.
it's the same shit over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, girl, you deserve better. You deserve. There's over 70 luxury resorts in the United States alone.
How you know it? Okay, we're gonna keep listening. We're gonna keep
Even
listening.
if he just took you to one a year,
Mhm.
it would take y'all a lifetime. Literally, you should not just be at home all the time when y'all doing big.
She might be a homebody. You telling her she need to go out and travel to 70 different resorts in the US so she can take you? Because you seem like you need a man. You don't got a man. That's the status of the single girlfriend. You heard that saying, misery love company? Yeah, this what it is. But you don't know you miserable, but you gonna tell her how her man should spend money on her. But okay.
Celebrations like this. Like, are you? I feel like you're just accepting, yo. And this is what pisses me off so much about it is that whenever she's talking about him and stuff that he does is always spectacular. But when she talks about stuff that he does for her, like, yes, it's nice, but it's not spectacular in comparison to what he does for himself.
According to who? If she's okay with him, maybe his personality is to do things big, but she likes to keep things simple and she's more simplified. And she's like, hey, I got kids. I don't know if she got kids or not, but maybe I like to be a homebody. I don't really want to do nothing. I just want to come home, relax, and chill. And he's like, listen, it's my birthday. I want to go to whatever country I want to go to. And that's what he wants to do. But that's their relationship. Every relationship is customized to that individual and to that person. So your opinion is your opinion, but however, she already gave you the disclaimer, like, hold on, I don't want to hear it. And yet and still, you already got this drummed up in your head because you done calculated how much money he done made, what resorts you could take him to, she could take him to, he could take her to, excuse me. And you got in your mind what is low effort and what's considered high effort. But okay, we'll continue.
I'm like, girl, this man does not like you. He's with you.
Oh, he don't like you because he don't buy for you? That's a little materialistic, you know what I'm saying? And that's wow, that's a
You're
crazy
integrated
statement.
into his life. Yeah, he may say he loves you, but he does not like you. Okay?
He love you, but he don't like you. Thought like had to come before love. You used to put on this piece of paper when you was growing up, be like, you get a little girlfriend, be like, do you like me? And then she would check yes. And then you would say, okay, you want to be my girlfriend? That's old school way of doing things, you know what I mean? Back in my day type stuff. And then after eventually, you got to the big step and you made a mistake and might have said, I love you, or she might have said, I love you. So like comes before love, ma'am. So I don't like that. I don't like that he loves you but don't like you. Well, if he gotta like you, if he love you, you know.
For his birthday, this video getting a little long, so I'm gonna do part 2.
So
Okay.
since y'all keep sending me the video and since I'm blocked, let's just talk about it. First and foremost, the
Uh-oh.
fact that you
Okay, so this is the girl she talking about. All right. So I wonder were they friends before they met him. Okay, let's just continue.
started your video talking about my friend of 4 years cut me off over a man and didn't actually explain what the dynamic of the relationship was, I'm going to do that for you.
Okay.
You didn't get cut off over a man. You got cut off over my man, my husband, the person that's the most important to me.
Well, yeah, let's stop right there. Hey, she's setting the rate. She's setting her homegirl straight. She already told you, hold up now. You ain't gonna keep talking about my husband. We need more women like this. You need, yeah. Absolutely. You got to give that applause. Hey, I appreciate that. She telling, hey, that's my man. I told you now. Hold up now. You've gone too far. You went too far left now. You done told you. Yeah, we done told you ghetto. So you gotta chill. Like, so let's listen. Let's listen.
You live a life where you live in la la land. You A, don't have a man. B, don't
Oh, oh, oh. You don't I told you. You could tell, man. All these expectations when you don't have no man, and trying to tell her to do the same. That's wild. Okay, so she don't got a man. That's number one. All right.
have somebody, have never had anybody that does for you what my husband does for me.
Ooh. Let's unpack that. So she said that you never had a man that did what my husband do for me, right? Which you consider low effort. So either low effort or no effort, that's what you're getting. No effort. So low or no. That's kind of where you. So I understand having expectations. Don't get me wrong. I understand it from both sides. You should have a level of expectations. However, she's telling you don't have an experience what I've experienced. So you're going to tell me that I shouldn't accept what you haven't even gotten? That's wild. Yeah, yeah. She ain't playing with her.
You are a pocket watcher. You clock everything that is done in a manner in which you wouldn't accept it, but nobody's even doing for you what my man does for me.
Ooh, She cooking her. She said you pocket watching and nobody's done nothing for you that my man is doing for me. Like she laying into her ass. Okay, go ahead.
Me. You're upset, wholeheartedly upset, more upset than me that I got jewelry, dinner, and flowers, the thing that I requested, the thing that I enjoyed.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what she wanted. What better gift to give than what someone asked for, what they wanted? If that was your man, I understand that you would have a different requirement for your man, and that's okay because that's what you want from your man. But to put your thoughts and your belief on what you think she deserve opposite of what she asked for is insane. Like you should be saying, "Okay, girl, that's what you wanted. Hey, I support you. You know, I hope I can find me a man that could do for me." And you ain't got to see do as good as me or worse than me. Just a man that could do for me. If you want to share that, but again, what's the name? Built Porsche, Porsche tough. Okay, she's saying that she don't care about that. She got what she wanted. So why are you concerned about how much her man spent on her and how much money he's spending on her? Okay.
Because, baby, I'm a mother and a wife, and I work full time. I be tired. I don't
All right. She's so mad she using ebonics. I be tired. Yeah, this happens. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? She like, look, I just want the little gift, go to dinner, and I want to relax. Because I got a full-time job and I got a kid. I think most women would accept that, especially if you've been married and you got them, I get it. I get that.
want to do a whole lot of stuff all the time. And it's not out of the norm, having been married all of these years, for my husband for our anniversary to take me to dinner, get me flowers, and get me a gift. That's enough. It's not low effort. It's not bare minimum. You're not a celebrity. You don't live a life where this is happening for you and everybody else around you. So, like, what? Not
Yeah, see, that's the problem with social media, where people kind of look at it as real life and you're just putting everything on here. That's why the judge of the internet is here now. You know what I mean? I've been summoned to take care of the internet. And that's why we having these issues because you guys are seeing stuff that people putting up, believing that you should have that same life because they're getting flew out. I don't know what they're doing to get flown out. You know what I'm saying? And they might be doing a lot. It may be, they might be, it might be, you know what I'm saying? But you can't live your life according to what everybody else do and think that you should have the same thing. Earn what you want, do what you want, but some of this stuff is just people getting paid to do these things and getting paid by companies to get this stuff out here to get you guys saying I want to go there, so you spend all your money. But she right, do what's best for you.
only that, you're disclosing information to the internet that's not your business to tell. Like, why are you coming on the
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, you shouldn't be telling how much a man make and he didn't ask you to tell it. You know what I mean? Because what if he made four figures? Bail, kind of like homeless. But yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
Me.
Yeah, if he made four figures, five figures, you know what I mean? Six, she, it's not your business to tell, miss. It's not your business. Whoa, what the telling everybody business? Hold up.
internet talking about my man's income because you sold the house? Like, be so for real. You're weird. And not for nothing, but what we do with our finances is for a greater purpose for our kids, because we are building generational wealth. We are trying to make sure that we can retire early. So get
So that there it is, right? Her whole purpose and goal is like, look, I'm sacrificing going on all these trips so that we can retire early. Sound like they got a little construction going on in the background and wherever they at, wherever she at. And that's a part of the dynamic of their relationship that's customized for them. And you have to understand, if that's their goals, listen, she understands the greater good of what he's trying to do and what she's trying to do and to come together as a whole. So it's important for her to kind of stick it out and maybe sacrifice a couple of trips and maybe they go on another trip. Maybe every 2 weeks, once a month ain't what she want to do. It's not what she want to do.
Getting flown out or going on a trip all the time is not our top priority. And as that man's wife, I know how to be an asset to him. And this is
Woo! Woo! Oh my God. Listen, ladies, y'all might need to talk to her. Y'all might need to talk to her. She talking good. Hey, how I can be an asset to my husband. Man, that's wow. That's crazy talk there, miss. Yeah, maybe, there's some good women out here. There's definitely some good women out here. But yeah, I gotta lean into one side real hard or the other. But I'm the judge, so I can take both sides at any point in time. So if it's the truth, it's the truth. And this lady's a good lady. From what she's saying, from the information I have here right now, hey, she's talking like a good wife. She's doing what's best for the husband and how she can be a support to him.
why I say I don't accept relationship advice, for real, from people who don't have successful relationships.
Hey, drop one. Yeah, she dropping a bomb, that's a clue. And it's not that you can't tell her anything. I think what she's saying is, when it comes to what is good for her and her husband, you probably can't help with that because you're not married and you don't know what it takes to have a man because you don't have a man and you don't have a husband. That's the other thing. You don't have a husband, you don't even have a man. So she's saying, hey, you really can't help me there. Maybe in buying a house, you can help me there. And she gave you some business for that. And that's great. So, but right there, you really can't help her on. The only thing you can show is what not to do. You know, man, I think that's why you ain't a friend.
They've never been married. They don't have anything for real. They live in delusion in La La Land, and they only dream about the day that a man's gonna come in and do half the stuff that my man does for me.
Ooh, I gotta play that back. Wow. Wow. Oh, let me listen to that again.
Relationship advice, for real, from people who don't have successful relationships. They've never been married. They don't have anything for real. They live in delusion in La La Land, and they only dream about the day that a man's gonna come in and do half the stuff that my man does for me. So, thank y'all for coming to my TED Talk. That's the tea. Have a blessed day.
Okay.
Oh my God. Hey, she, wow. Yeah, a lot of women are living in delusion of what you should and shouldn't expect and all this and don't got a man, ain't never been married. At least you can learn from a divorced woman or man. They've been through it. They at least know what it takes to get married, be married for whatever amount of time, and things that they could have did better or didn't do better. And maybe they'll learn on the next one if they decide to get married again. And that's cool. But you can't really tell somebody about being married if you've never been married. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard. You know what I mean? So yeah, I get it. So let's see what
I
she
need
got.
her to understand that this man loves her, but he does not like her, and she needs to move on to a different man who will. Because mind you, they just sell.
Yeah, that's wild. You don't have the right. You don't have the right to say to who she needs to get someone else as a man. Like that's wild. You out of control. You out of control a little bit. You know what I mean? To tell somebody else to get another man. It look like you might be trying to move in. Girl, you need to get you a new man. Girl, get you a new man 3 weeks later. You see, I'm with I'm with your husband. What? Yeah.
Hitting me.
Yeah, she trying to move in, Ray. Hey, she trying to move in. She trying to get them. Oh, I hear. Oh, she trying to get that. Oh man, that would have sound like to me. I could be wrong, but it sounded a little bit like a little bit of clapping of the cheeks. Somebody trying to get clapped. You know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. See you, baby girl. Yeah.
Celebrated their 4-year anniversary, and they're not married. They're not even engaged. Okay, and this man is a multi-business owner. He's a decision maker. He doesn't
Uh-oh, what is that the new thing that they doing like this? Wow, that's yeah, I'm gonna stick to my era.
linger on making decisions. So that doesn't stop at 5 p.m. Like he does the same thing in his personal life. So if he hasn't made that decision in 4 years, babe. Anyway,
Okay, so now here we go. I'm not sure if she's married. If she's saying that she's not married. The other lady saying she is married to him. And he makes good decision. If he ain't married yet, then she should move on. Well, if I don't know. So that's something we don't know if she's married or not married. She says she's married. Other girl she says she's not married. Even still, if she's not married and she's still with him and he doing for, excuse me, maybe they'll get married, but maybe they won't get married on paper, in at the courthouse. So they'll just have a marriage you know, that's old fashioned where you just write it down and you get all the benefits of being married, without having to legally put your name down the courthouse. So if something don't work out, you get half your shit taken. So maybe they just doing the old fashioned way where you just put it in the Bible and say we marry. That's kind of the way it was. But that's here for another day. That might work out a lot better. We get the court system out of our marriages. Anyway,
For his birthday, because his birthday is in March, he went to some big baseball thing over in Vegas and stayed at the Ritz Carlton and went to some big ass Michelin star restaurant. All this in the third.
if he went to an All-Star game or he went to something in Vegas, well, it's Vegas. Like, come on, it's Vegas, and he went to the Ritz Carlton. Okay, if he say he make the much money as you make, should he have stayed at the Holiday Inn? Would that made you feel better? You want the man to stay at the at the Comfort Inn, with what they call the motels with the doors on the outside. You want to stay there? Or he went to a Michelin 5-star restaurant. See, that's the life you want to live. You know what I mean? Oh, if I was with him, that's where I would be. That sounds like a lot of, you know what I mean? Somebody trying to get, trying to move on in. It ain't sounding too good, girl. She ain't your friend. Don't sound like sound like this is the end. You count how much where he went to Vegas for All-Star game or whatever the game is, a baseball game is Vegas, and then he went to the Ritz Carlton. Okay, he stayed at a nice hotel. It's his birthday, all right, and he got some food. Should he have went to the all-you-can-eat buffet and it would have made you happy? All-you-can buffet and and the Motel 6 that will make you happy. That
Shitting me.
exactly, Ray. I want it's that's my bailiff, Ray, but you know. I I don't know what you expected to happen. You like what you expect. Sound like you trying to live through her, and you want you to be her, her to be you, and that's what it sounded like to me. But we'll continue to listen.
And then whenever he is with his friends or they go out of town and he does it big. But when her birthday rolls around, their anniversary rolls around, and all you got was some flowers and dinner up the street. Girl, I would decapitate. It upsets me so much, and I try to get her to understand. Listen, at this point, you're just a comfort to him. You are comfortable. You're convenient. You're controllable. It's accessible. We're not talking about somebody that makes 60, 70, 80,000.
Okay, so she back on the money part, but let's rewind that. When you get in a relationship, it's supposed to become somewhat comfortable. You're supposed to get to know that person. You're supposed to get better. You're supposed to grow together. Yes, it's supposed to be convenient. That's a part of why you want to be with that person for convenience. You also want, what she offers, and that's just not convenience in the way you're trying to make it seem like as though she's only there for him to get his rocks off, and do the same thing that you're trying to get done to you. That's what it sounds like. So I don't understand. So you rather her be alone with nobody else. Meanwhile, you have all these high standards of what you expect with no man. So if it's that easy, why don't you have a man? If it's that simple, why don't you have a man that's doing these things for girl? Let me show you how it's done. You see my boyfriend over there or my husband that I'm about to marry? Girl, he takes me to Michelin 5-star restaurant. Girl, he takes me to the Ritz Carlton. Girl, he flies me out to Vegas and we go to this spa and sauna place and they rub you down. He sent me to Jamaica so I can get that clay rubbed on me and get my rocks off. Listen, that's not what she want, miss. That ain't what she want. She told you what you want. You trying to keep bringing it back to how much he make. If you spend all the shit, how much money he gonna have left? So he went for his birthday to a restaurant and to a nice hotel. She wanted to go home because she have a kid. She maybe want to stay home with her kid, go to a regular dinner, get her jewelry, because you didn't say she had jewelry, put on her new jewelry. Who knows how much the jewelry costs? So maybe the jewelry costs the same amount as the trip would have cost. We don't know. Maybe he got a diamond bracelet. Maybe he got him a couple of chains. I don't know. But you keep trying to bring it back to how much he make and how he should spend that percentage on her. And if that's the way it's supposed to work, then that's why you're alone.
$1,000, y'all. We talking about somebody who can 10x that damn near. So the money's there.
So she trying to say he make 800,000. He can 10x 80 grand. All right, okay. He don't have to spend it all.
Okay. And he's generous to her and he treats her well.
Okay, so he's generous to her and he treats her well. What more do you want? God damn. Wow.
Well, man, you ghetto.
Yeah, she ghetto. Yeah, you ghetto. You got a different, you bouge ghetto. You boo ghetto. Bouge ghetto. How you say it? Bouge ghetto? Bougie and ghetto. You think you not you that's some hood shit there, man. God. You're gonna say he should spend more.
But he doesn't treat her as well as he should based on his station. Okay? And
Oh, so he does okay if he only made this amount, but because he make more, he should spend more. It keeps equating back to how much he's spending on me. He provides and protects her, and he treats her well. He ain't beating her around. And guess what? Guess who's the one that's happy? She is. He not beating on her. I can understand you saying he beating on her, treat her bad, talk to any kind of way, smack her around, disrespects her. He doesn't do any of those things. You have not said not one thing of that. You're just saying how much he's spending is not enough.
I want her to be with someone who
Fellas, y'all gotta be careful out here, man. Pretty face ain't always it. You want them to be pretty, keep looking. You definitely can find it, but it's definitely hard because this the mentality that seem to be growing and growing and growing.
is literally obsessed with her and wants to give her the world. So when her birthday rolls around, he's sending her to some super 5-star luxury resort. It's your birthday. It's your day. I want to celebrate you, not take you to dinner and give you a dozen roses. Bitch, if you give me some flowers, it better fill the room. If you are with these types of men for years and years and years and there's no movement happening or he's not going.
Why do they need to fill the room? For the gram? For TikTok? For social media? Why does it need to fill the room? I got a question there. That's the judge of the internet. I need order in this, mom. I need to know why do you need to fill the room with flowers? He can't a dozen or 2 dozen is not good enough. He needs to spend more. Again, is back to how much he's spending. And money doesn't always equate to happiness, man. But in your mind, I guess it does. It's just how much can I spend? How much can he spend on me? Burn it up. I'll be gone when it's almost over so I can get half of that.
As big for you as he does for himself on a consistent basis, one of 3 things are happening. He has not met the woman that he wants to be with yet, or he has met her and she's not available and he's just trying to hold on because she's not married. So as long as he's not married and she's not married, there's still a chance. Or he knows exactly who he wants to be with and he just knows in his heart that he's not ready either mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally to step to her just yet, because when he does, he knows that he's gonna go full throttle.
So she's saying the only option is she named 3 options, but there's a 4th. But let's get to the 3 options. The 3 options she's saying is that basically he's waiting around because he hasn't committed to her, that she's just a placeholder until the other woman arrives because he hasn't had the nerve to kind of step up to that woman, whether he doesn't spiritually meet her or not financial, because she said 800,000. So I think that should be enough to get most women. And then I just don't understand her logic. Only thing she keeps coming back to is her money, is his money, and that this girl should leave, have nobody, just to say that she left first, I guess, or open up to find somebody else who she hasn't found yet either. And these are all the things that will make her happy, but it's not going to make the wife happy. I just don't understand the logic here. It's just not coming in clear. You keep trying to make it as if she should get out because this guy doesn't want to commit to her, so she should just leave. But if they already discussed this, you're not in their bedroom, you're not in their house, you only know what you think you know. and she's giving her side, and you keep trying to tell her about what she should do in a relationship, and you're not in one. You're not even married. You're not even dating anyone, or have a boyfriend or whatever. So how do you have the right to tell her who she should move on to without? It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. And I think you know that, but you're trying to make it seem you're trying to chasing clout and have these other women just say, "Girl, you're right. He should leave her. He ain't treating her right because he ain't paying enough." But then if he start treating you how he paying you, then what? Then you're gonna say he's the bad person. That's wow, man.
So while he's with you, he's preparing himself for her. This woman called me everything but a child of God, and I understand where.
As she should.
Woo, man, you
As
ghetto.
she should.
Woo,
Yeah,
man,
she
you
ghetto.
ghetto.
Yeah, you ghetto. That's some ghetto talking there, man. That's you. Then you're gonna tell her how? Did she ask for your opinion, miss? Did she ask for your opinion? She told you, hold up from the very beginning. You led with the information. It's just like people that say they know their rights, and the first thing when they get locked up, they start talking. Hey, the first thing it says, you have the right to remain silent. Yo, you don't have to say anything. Let him investigate however he see fit. And if he doesn't have enough information to put the charges on you, then he doesn't have the information, or she, whoever lock you up. The same thing with this situation. If you are telling your friend uh, advice and she says, you know what, I don't want to hear it, there's your clue. I think it's pretty clean and clear. Hey, I don't want to hear it. So she has a right to cut you out. Like because I can imagine what you telling us, how you was talking to her. And she probably like flipped.
She's coming from. I understand why she's offended. I understand my battery's low. I understand why she's upset, and I understand why she doesn't want me to speak to her again.
Okay, I like that you understand that. I understand that. Okay, I like that you know what I mean. You it's coming in clear for you. Okay, it's coming in clear. All right, we got something here.
But she needs to understand why I'm trying to advocate for her. What's the lady?
But you're not advocating for her. You're trying to get her to move on. You're not advocating. Advocating would mean that you would be talking to him. Hey, why don't you do a little more for her birthday? She's been talking about this. But you can't say that. You know why? Because she said what she wanted, and she said she got what she wanted. Hello. Ho.
Who was like on that video? Stand up.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's hard to have ladies. We got to change the way we doing things, because the way you guys are doing stuff right now, it's just a little out of control. It's all about the money, and if it's all about the money, hey, don't be upset when you start getting treated like it's all about the money, because then you're right. He may move on to somebody else because it's all about the money. Because if he has somebody like you, he would definitely need to move on and just keep upgrading, go younger, and just keep upgrading like like a new car. Like every 2 years, get you a new model. So every 2 years, you might get him a new 25-year-old, new 21-year-old, whatever. But you can't be upset, right? Because you told her to upgrade, so he got to upgrade too. So if these people, it's time for y'all to stay out of people conversations and relationships. Uh, it's not fair for you to give your opinion on their relationship when she told you in the beginning to leave it alone. So at this point, I'm gonna side with the wife, whether that's like a old school marriage where they don't go down to the court, doesn't matter to me. But she said that's her husband, so that's her husband. So I'm gonna go with that. And for you to stay out their business, miss, and for you to continue to stay out of people's business, because guess what? If you don't stay out of people's business, you're gonna lose even more friends, and now you're gonna be lonely, even with no one to talk to. At least she had a man, and maybe he could have invited you to the dinner. But maybe that's what you're upset about. You didn't want to go to, I don't know where they went, but I guess he better do better and try to figure out how he can stay at the Holiday Inn and not have a good time for himself. But I think they got a good relationship. Stay out of people's business, stay out of people's marriages, and things